Welcome back to another episode of Shit, I'm 30. Bitch, you pause. I'm ready.
Welcome back to another episode of Shit, I'm 30. I can't hear yourself?
Yeah, I can.
I turned my microphone off.
I see. Face it, bitch.
Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
I've been trying to tell you I'm ready. All right. Welcome back to another episode of Shit, I'm 30 with me, your host, Carla Ramirez, a.k.a. the unapologetically opinionated Puerto Rican mommy.
Bitch, I thought she was going to say Puerto Rican princess.
I got to leave that over to...
That's a little bit more fitting, though. You should have called yourself that. The baddest punta. That's what you just...
Somebody already got that. Okay. I'm not going to take her name.
Okay. But yeah. Hey, y'all. This is Tony the Realtor, a.k.a. Bertram.
All right.
That's good. That's good.
That's good.
Yeah.
If you want, you like it. If you like it, I love it, baby. If you like it, I love it.
It's gonna work for this episode until I figure this shit out.
It is. I'm actually today. I've had a rough fucking day. All because I'm being emotional.
Yeah, you have. I walked in, child. You were like,
I need you to have your energy back up because we can't record. I would be fine. Sad. No, I knew the moment that I hit record, I would be okay, but
nah.
It was just fucking draining.
She done drunk like 3 motherfucking coffees. I saw this bitch earlier on Snap drinking a coffee, and now you are drinking another damn coffee. Did you refill that one up?
I did. I wanted some more.
That's your third one. Bitch,
no, it's not. It's my second one. It's my second one, I swear.
Okay. She was sitting here so happy that she ain't drank since Friday, child.
Bro, that's a whole 5 days without drinking. Like, so, and I don't mean like get drunk drinking. So whoever went out there put me in AA or said I'm a fucking alcoholic and shit.
Alcoholic.
No, I'm not an alcoholic. What I'm saying is usually you have a drink or a glass of wine with your dinner, or like we just go out.
I do not drink unless I'm out.
Okay, because you do other extracurricular activities.
Even before I did, I did not drink until I saw someone out. I just don't like drinking at home.
Oh, so you've just been a sober person, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what you used to use. Food, bitch. You had an addiction to something.
No, I did eat food. You're right.
Okay.
Bitch,
so there's something there that you did in excess of.
Okay.
So before it was food.
Listen, I'm not judging you, bitch.
You were judging me.
I'm just letting you know that I really don't. I don't drink at home.
You don't like. Shut up. I know drinking at home is bad. I always judge like if you had a problem with drinking if you drink at home by yourself.
So you better never talk about me smoking CBD because bitch, clearly you have a vice yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alcohol.
Good.
And men.
As long as we understand each other, bitch.
Anyways, this week's shit you should know. I think I mentioned it to you, and I still think it's fucking hilarious, and I think it's something that everyone should know about.
Bullshit. I know you coming with some bullshit. Lord.
It's not that bad.
Oh God.
It is about a woman discovers she's white after 70 years of thinking she was a light-skinned black woman. Can you fucking imagine, bitch?
Yeah, I can imagine that, bitch. I can't imagine that. That's not funny, bitch. I'm not
can
going
you imagine the horror, bitch?
I'm not going down this rabbit hole with you, bitch.
In 2019 to find out you're white, bitch?
I can't.
Okay, no. Listen. So I first wondered, I'm like, how can this how can it even be possible?
Story, bitch?
Because I thought it was so funny.
You going to hell.
No, whoever came out with it. She wrote a book about it and everything. So basically, Verda Bird is her name. Verda. So she even got a black name. And I said, well, how the hell? Well, she was adopted by a black family and grew up thinking she was a light-skinned black woman until 2014. When she found out that her biological parents were both white, she published a book called 70 Years of Blackness. If you want to go read it, if you find out that you're something else in the past couple of years. She published it in 2017, and she said she never questioned her race until she began researching her biological family in 2013. Which is fucking crazy. And I'm like, I looked at her picture. Let me show you her. She does look like a light-skinned black woman.
She does. She does. She
got the wig on and everything.
Mm-hmm. So them cheekbones is there.
There are 3 other sisters, so it's 4 siblings. And she found them. By the time she did her research and got to her family, her biological parents had already passed away. Mm-hmm. So the parents had all these kids, right? These daughters. And something happened that they took all the kids away. Mm-hmm. And they took back the other 3 sisters, but not her. She was already adopted by this black family. And the black family never told her anything. They just she knew she was adopted, but didn't know it was by white people. I don't even know, because sometimes you don't even know who the parents are. They don't tell you.
Yeah, they don't tell you. Yeah.
When I got...
I think parents can I was about to get such a bad to let them know. You said what?
I was about to say such a bad analogy.
Oh.
I was going to be like, when I got Luna from the pound, they didn't tell me.
That's so dumb. Anyway, but no, I think the parents can go ahead and let them know. That was dumb what you was about to say. I'm like, bitch, of course you don't know who the parents are, bitch. She don't even know. No, bitch, the parents don't even know who their parents are, bitch. Mm-hmm. Damn mutts. But
no, so she didn't know. But when I look at her, so she reconnected with her sisters, and actually she ended up not speaking to her sisters for too much longer because she gets with her sisters, and then one of the white sisters comes around. She didn't say to what extent or how she said it, but she said the N-word.
Right.
So she like checked her real quick, and they stopped being friends. And that one sister died, and in the will wrote that she could not come to the funeral. So she hasn't spoken to her sisters since.
So, all because her sister called her nigga. Her sister was white?
Yeah, they're white.
Oh, damn.
So when she comes, she has the identity at 70 years old of a black woman.
Right. And
now she's like, you're white.
Where did you find this at? Like, I didn't hear this story.
I got it from Blavity, so I'll actually put the link to the article on the show notes so you guys can go and look at it. But it's great. There's a video on it as well of an interview with her, and there's actually a video when she first met her sisters, and she doesn't look anything like her sisters. I honestly think her mama was out there hoeing with somebody that was like maybe light-skinned black or something like that, and I think that's why she didn't take her back.
Right.
Because she knew she would look some type of black.
But
because she got a little color, and she got a nose on her.
Yeah. She looks black to me.
And it's not like, white people have like the long nose or something. Like they have a big nose sometimes, but it's like a Jewish nose or those big Italian noses. No, she has a wide nose. It leads me to believe she got some type of color on her.
And it's weird that she got an old mother wig from the church wig.
Yeah, she got a church wig on.
She got that shake and go wig. That's what she got on, child. And look at these mothers. She got them $1.99 glasses on that she get from fucking Dollar
And look at the brows.
Bitch, that's somebody.
She do the brows like Verda.
She mother of the deacon, deacon of the motherboard, or some shit like that. Child, first lady of the church.
Right. So I figure that in this day and age, with everything that's going on with race in this country, to find out you're white, it's a good thing and a bad thing, but. And none of the report, it says that she did a DNA test. Why not just do a DNA test? We have that at our fingertips now. Yeah,
but she's 70 years old. I'm pretty sure my 70-year-old grandma would know nothing about no damn what's that DNA test called? Ancestry and stuff like that. They didn't have evidence. Also, they probably don't believe in that shit too.
But she published a book. There's somebody out here that could have told her by now, do a DNA test, see where the hell you from.
Yeah.
And then she's gonna find out.
I wonder how she's gonna live her life now. Like,
I think she's gonna keep
just imagine growing up all this time having access to white privilege and don't know that you have it and not being and not using it.
She's 70, which means she went through a fucking rough ass time in this country.
Right, but during
segregation and
she
shit.
Didn't need to.
She could have just been on the white side.
I would love to sit down and have a conversation with her. I'm like,
I know, right? Where is she from? We should get her on the show.
What are you gonna do now? You're 70 years old. You find out you're a white woman. What are you gonna do with this privilege? What are you? Tell me what's next?
Something. You gotta do something. Yeah. I don't know, but I think she still identifies as a black woman. Mm. So whatever. Maybe we should try to find her, do an interview with her. Because I just think it's fucking hilarious.
I would love, bitch. I hollered. I think she can help a lot of people out here.
She can definitely, because there's like a reverse case of what's her name.
Rachel
Dolezal, whatever.
Yeah.
Rachel wanted to be black. This was she had no choice. She's like, I'm a black woman. And then to find out you really had the white privilege that Rachel gave up.
Yeah. Well, Rachel gave up her privilege because that bitch researched and saw how black people was treated and everything like that. She saw that culture and she understood black magic. So she traded in that privilege for fucking black magic.
She did.
You can't be mad at that girl for wanting to love
I never was mad with Rachel. I think she never used the black aspect of her for the negative. She was actually using it to help. It's a little like, oh my God, girl, like something's wrong with you. And you can tell something's mentally wrong with the girl. Yeah. But at the end of the day, she didn't do anything terrible. She was working for NAACP.
Yeah,
something
she was the president of that. But the way the bitch grew up, though, to be honest with you, her parents was crazy as hell.
Yes.
Like, they were they racist? And they were just adopting black kids? Or they were in racist town or something like that. Where
she grew
there was
up
no black people at all.
Yeah, there's a Netflix documentary on Rachel Dolezal, if you guys didn't know. So
yeah, it's good. It's a good rep.
It is. Well, today's episode is actually brought to you by a question that my friend here has asked me. In the past couple of weeks, he just keeps asking me, do you think I'm a narcissist? Friend,
it's a reason why
I get like ring. Do you think I got narcissist traits to the point where I think I was driving at one point, or I don't know where I was. I know we weren't together. We on the phone, and I just researched some narcissist traits, and I'm going down to like 1 through 9, trying to see how many of them traits he got. And I said, well, I mean, you got about 8.5 of the 9, so maybe. No, I'm just kidding.
No, so this is how it came about. So I was trolling on my ex page on Instagram, and don't act like y'all know y'all motherfuckers don't do it. I don't miss the motherfucker.
Oh, that is how it started.
Yeah. So I was just go ahead and just strolling. I came across a story that this motherfucker post about narcissism, what to look out for. Now, this motherfucker used to tell me all the time in our relationship that I was selfish, right? I only thought about me and everything like that, but that's not true. We'll get into that. So I was like, wait, bitch, are you calling me narcissist? Wait, and I don't know what the fuck narcissism is. I never really like researched it or anything like that. It just really I'd heard about it, and I think
everyone's heard of it.
Yeah.
So you want me to give the definition real quick? One of the ones that I found?
Yeah, go ahead and give it.
So narcissistic personality disorder involves a distorted self-image. Emotions can be unstable and intense, and there is excessive concern with vanity, prestige, power, and personal adequacy. There also tends to be a lack of empathy and an exaggerated sense of superiority.
Superiority.
Yeah.
Thank you, bitch.
Ooh, bitch.
Because English is my first language. That's why.
Bitch. Now, let me tell you something.
I couldn't let that pass. Go ahead, girl. Go ahead. You take your shots. I'm going to take mine. So go ahead.
We're going to be out here like a fucking gun range, bitch. These shots are going to fly this fucking episode, bitch.
I can't let these Puerto Rican jokes go, bitch. Whenever they land in my lap, I'm going to motherfucking take advantage of them, bitch. So you keep going. Keep going. You have no problem telling people about my motherfucking Jim Crow clothes issue. But let's stay on topic. Let's talk about narcissism.
Let's stay on topic. Okay. So you didn't really know what narcissism was, and now I just told you. And your ex...
It took me in a rabbit hole because I really need to figure out, because I was concerned. My main thing is I've heard bad things about narcissists, right? And how they just destroy lives and everything like that. And I'm like, bitch, wait, I don't want to be out here fucking up people's world. Like, let me really figure this shit out. The fact that I even had that question about narcissism lets me know that I wasn't a narcissist.
No, that just lets you know that you don't know what it was.
No, bitch. And I know because I'm actually concerned. It was a concern of mine to even bring up that question. So that's why I know I'm not a narcissist, because I really was concerned about being one.
No, because a narcissist doesn't want to be called a narcissist because they're actually superior to everyone else.
Okay,
that would make you lower. That would tell you have a fucking personality disorder.
Okay.
So a narcissist does not want to be called a narcissist.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I don't care, to be honest. Either way, I was trying to figure out if I did, because I didn't want to affect people's life negatively. But anyway, so yeah, it just brought. I forgot what I was saying, bitch, because you just want to sit here and debate me about some. Now, what the fuck am I saying? I was gonna say some good shit.
How you know it's good shit? You didn't know.
Because, bitch, I prepared for this, bitch. I've done research, which brought me to that. That's what I was saying. So yeah, I've done research and I was asking questions because I really want to know. But me and Carla, she did listen to an episode. We've been listening to podcasts. I've been looking at YouTube videos and stuff. And basically, narcissism is like this big, dangerous thing, and it can really fuck up your life. So since we're in our 30s and we've experienced a couple of relationships in our life, whether it's friendships, family, relationships, I'm pretty sure we probably have crossed paths with a narcissist. So I wanted to bring up this episode so we talk about it, educate the people, and,
see how you deal with it. I think for sure, I used to call my high school boyfriend a narcissist.
Okay.
He was all about himself, all into himself. Like, it all... I don't think now, in retrospect... Mm-hmm. I think he had narcissistic ways, right, and still probably does, but he's very focused. But he would come in, like, late, so everybody would see him. Mm-hmm. It was a lot of attention always on him.
Right.
So I remember I used to call him a narcissist, but I don't know if he really was. Although narcissists, one of the things that I did find is that they victimize those around them just by being who they are. Mm-hmm. And they don't change, and they won't change, and they don't want to change. So literally whenever you come in contact with a narcissist, whether it's through any of those relationships that you mentioned, mm-hmm, they will victimize whoever they're having that relationship with.
Yes. You become their prisoner of their own fucking twisted reality in their world that involves them. Yes.
Their world is them.
Yes.
They are the world.
Yeah.
When you're around them. Like, that's just how you do. So how do you know if you're a narcissist?
How do you know if you're a narcissist? I don't think you would know that you're a narcissist. You won't know.
Yeah.
Based off my research that I've done in these past couple of days. Carla like to say I don't research shit, which I really don't, but I do. When it's concerning me.
Okay. Narcissist trait number 1, when it's concerning him.
One thing I wanted to point it out, it's a difference between, like you said, your ex had some narcissism, a little healthy dose of narcissism, right? We all have,
You need to have, so I think when we say a healthy dose of narcissism, I think what we mean by that is an
self-esteem. So a
high self-esteem, to believe in yourself. But I think once we turn that into narcissism, it's a different thing. So I don't think there's a healthy dose of narcissism.
It is.
I think
there are some healthy doses of narcissism.
No, I think there's positive attributes about yourself, and I think there's good self-esteem. Narcissism is an extreme.
Narcissism are traits of narcissist, right? Well, look at the difference between narcissism and, because there's a difference between narcissism and a narcissist. But I looked up the difference between self-esteem and narcissism. I want to read this, you guys. So prepare yourselves. We're gonna see how this is gonna go.
Oh my God, you're about to read?
Yes, bitch. I'm about to read. Bitch.
Motherfuckers, brace yourself. And if you have a drink by you, chug it right now.
I'm so happy we're talking about self-esteem, because this bitch, if I didn't have a high self-esteem, she would knock me down, bitch. Okay.
I'm so glad I couldn't do this shit with somebody who does not have a high self-esteem, bitch.
So self-esteem differs from narcissism in that it represents attitude built on accomplishments we mastered, values we've adhered to, and care for we've shown towards other. Narcissism, conversely, is often based on fear or of failure and weakness, a focus on oneself, an unhealthy drive to be seen at the best, and a deep-seated insecurity and underlying feeling of inadequacy. So that's the difference. I don't know
what the fuck you said.
Bitch, you didn't?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, here, read this then. Bitch, I know my strengths and my weaknesses. It's okay, bitch.
Where we at? Okay, self-esteem differs from narcissism in that it represents an attitude built on accomplishments we've mastered, values we adhere to, and care we've shown towards other. So narcissism, on the other side, is often based on fear of failure or weakness, a focus on oneself, unhealthy drive to be seen as the best, and a deep-seated insecurity and underlying feeling of inadequacy. Okay. So self-esteem is just an attitude built on accomplishments that you've actually mastered.
Yes. So, which brings it in, they call millennials, this is the age of self, right? Millennials are, what it said is that we're the highest diagnosed generation of narcissism, right? We're basically what Generation X and the baby boomers did. They're praising us for accomplishments that we never really accomplished. For example, that 7th place trophy. Right? Or not really. God.
See, that's something I don't believe in at all. Like, sorry to cut you off on what you're saying.
Yeah.
I remember it was 1st, 2nd, and 3rd place.
Yeah, that's it.
After that, you're fucking done.
Right.
What's up with these green bowls now that they give you? Green for like accomplishing, participation?
Participation awards and shit like that.
No, motherfucker. You're supposed to participate and you lost.
Right.
And you need to know that you lost.
And it's that's unhealthy for kids, basically. What you're doing is you're just raising motherfuckers that think they're great when they're really not.
Do you remember the teacher
that
just got fired because she refused to give students 50% for not doing their work? She couldn't give them, the school said she couldn't give them 0. She had to give them at least 50%.
Yeah, I remember.
And she said, I refuse to give them 50% for like not even doing it. You get a 0.
But yeah, that was, I remember coming home and told my mom I had a participation award, and she was like, bitch, if you don't get the fuck out my motherfucking face with this, my mom used to cuss, that ain't no motherfucking award, boy. Congratulations, you did what you were supposed to do.
Right.
But that's what they're saying is the reason why a lot of millennials now are narcissists. On top of that, social media has become a platform for narcissists, right? Where you're able to go ahead, you're posting the best picture that you have, you're putting out the best content that are the best versions of yourself.
You're looking for
just
likes.
For likes and praise. And it was a study that was shown the person that has more friends and tag themselves in more photos and update their status more frequently are usually narcissistic.
So here's the thing. I think that that's bullshit. When I read it, I thought it was bullshit. They were like, oh, so you are narcissistic if you have a ton of selfies in your phone, if you post a picture and you're looking for likes, if you're... And I said, as I sat there and I said, you know who wrote this? A 45-year-old motherfucker who ain't cute no more and it was white and took too much sun, and now they got sunspots and they're not somebody along those lines. Why? Because now they're judging this younger generation. Instagram wasn't big back in the 70s. So understandably, now that's what's hot now.
Friend, I can see what they're saying, and the reason being is because I've had friends. I have a lot of older friends, right, in their 40s and stuff like that, and these motherfuckers don't do social media whatsoever. And it was a point in time because I hung over them so much, social media wasn't a big deal. But now that I've gotten into social media, I'm starting to see the things that people have preached about the whole narcissist bitch. In order for I have to be very vain and very and you've witnessed this. You taught me this, like, bitch, pick the best 3 pictures and all this other stuff, right? Be very technical about the things.
Well, that is also because you're trying to build a brand on Instagram,
right? Most people are trying to build a brand on Instagram. That's what everybody is doing.
Compared to when they were doing TV ads. So they were trying to pick the best picture. They were trying to pick the best video. But that was
selling something else. You're selling yourself now, right? And
you're a brand.
Yep. Everybody think they're a fucking brand. That's what narcissism has come from.
No, I am a brand. You're a realtor.
I am a. Yes, I know I am a brand,
and
so I understand why it applies to me.
People can be brands and make money off of it. There's people that come from nothing,
right?
And they're nobody, and they become a brand.
But the point is though everybody thinks they're a brand. As we know, everybody has a platform. Everybody is the center of the world and attention when their social media page, right?
That's the era we're in.
And we're in the era of narcissism.
That's not narcissism. We're in the area of social media. It is a social media era,
which is the age of narcissism.
I don't think so. We're not going to put narcissism as a mental disorder. And I'm not going to say that social media is a mental disorder.
Being a narcissist is a mental disorder. Narcissism are traits. That's what I'm saying. Did you look up the difference between narcissism
I did. And it doesn't say anything. Narcissistic personality disorder. People caught between thinking they're superior and feeling miserable. Narcissism, there are two are narcissistic but do not have a mental illness.
Yes.
They have little or no empathy with the feelings, conditions, and situations of others. For narcissism, you have to lack empathy.
Yes, you do. And I
just
totally
because
agree.
you're taking the best pictures of yourself or you're into social media doesn't mean that you lack empathy of others.
I'm not telling the person that's posting it is like diagnosed with being a narcissist. No, I'm saying what we're doing is we're living in the age. We're living in the age of narcissism because of stuff.
We can disagree with that one.
Well, it's not. It's
never
actually.
say it's
I mean,
the age of
psychologists and everything
narcissism.
like that. If you look on Psychology Today, they were saying they actually referenced that about us being in the age. The millennials are the age of me, right? It's all about a millennial, and we've been told that since we were kids. It's like I don't know what the fuck is wrong with your generation, but your generation is all about stuff. We care more about money, fame, and power. Our generation than community and the betterment of the world and all this. This is what
I don't think so.
Now, this is according to Psychology Today and all this stuff. Today? And so these are not my words. However, I see it, and I do see the difference between generations before us coming up and how we're doing. And I understand why, but you can't blame social media for narcissism.
I think that millennials and younger people, even younger than us, are making more of a difference in the communities than the people before us did. Why? Because they have such a broader reach. These younger kids now have millions of followers, and they can make so much more of a change and have made so much more of a change than somebody who was just affecting their small little knit community. Now they're affecting nationwide, worldwide. They're making a difference nationwide. Right, they have a voice.
This is not. I'm not going to debate you with this because this is not the topic of this episode. But I will tell you this, though. It's a lot of millennials. There's a lot of kids that don't know anything about politics. They don't know anything about worldly affairs or anything like that. They don't know anything that really keeps community and it's what we're doing. We are making it. We're bringing social awareness. That's what we do. That's what our generation do. We're bringing awareness about things that are affecting communities and stuff like that because of our platforms. I'm not shitting on millennials. I'm a millennial. Yes, I agree.
We are millennials.
Yeah, but I know I'm a millennial girl. I hope you do too. I hope you do too.
Sometimes I really think I'm getting old out there,
Shit. But I'm not shitting on us whatsoever and everything. But like I was saying, that's what they're saying. Social media is really it basically enhances narcissism. But the social media is not producing narcissism. Narcissism usually is developed by the age of 7 because your personality is pretty much intact by then. So parents pretty much know that they're raising a little demon, little motherfucker. Okay, that's gonna go up to fuck some shit up in people's life. All right,
I'm a demon, bitch.
They are, bitch. I mean, someone that lacks empathy, that's a fucking demon, bitch. That's all about themselves.
Psychopath.
Yes, exactly. So And there's no cure for narcissism. For narcissists.
Is there no cure? I think intense therapy maybe, but it would take a lot to get them into that therapy because they don't think that anything's wrong with them.
A narcissist probably wouldn't even go to therapy. Okay. Yeah. I met a narcissist, bitch, and I don't care how many times I told you the story. I never met a narcissist in my life. Okay. I was sitting down thinking.
I know too.
And I came across one, and everybody that met this bitch has the same exact story about this bitch. How about she come in your life and fuck some shit up?
No, I don't.
That bitch, you never spent more than a couple hours with her.
No, I'm saying she does. She is, but it's a mental disorder.
It's a mental disorder. She's fucked up in the head. And here I was trying to diagnose this bitch with bipolar disorder, all this other shit. Bitch, she's schizophrenic. No, bitch. She
might be all of them.
She might be.
She might have narcissist, and bipolar really for sure.
Yeah, she really does not know that she's a mother. She's the type of bitch, if it's not about her, she will cause a fucking argument or some shit like that in order to get it back on her. And you can look at her in the midst of the argument, this bitch is smiling and relishing in it because she's just getting attention. Bitch, when we were at Ember, bitch, and that situation happened,
it was the attention.
It was just for the attention.
It was like, I'm going to shut the bitch down and y'all going to look at me.
And I'm going to smile.
Did you not acknowledge me? Or you're going to acknowledge me, bitch. Right. And I'm going to be loud. Yes. And I'm going to say me, and motherfucking me. Oh my God.
And after she left, so many strangers came up to us and was like, hey, is that same story? That bitch is crazy. Like that bitch. Crazy. So yeah, that's a fucking narcissist. So
I'm going to give 3 like main points as to letting you know if you might be a narcissist or not. Mm-hmm. So frequent lies and exaggeration.
Okay.
So that's because narcissists and gaslighters, they're prone to lying because they have to exaggerate what they've done and their accomplishments. Mm-hmm. They rarely admit to having any flaws and are highly aggressive when criticized. Yes. Oh, this bitch, she got 2 out of 2. So let me see the first one. Do you lie and exaggerate shit? Nah.
Girl, what do I lie?
So you don't admit your flaws and you get aggressive. So I can say that because if you get criticism, you're so right and you're so perfect. It's like, don't fucking try me, bitch. Mm-hmm. No, so none of that. You're resilient and the passive aggressiveness, none of that. It doesn't happen. False image projection. Mm-hmm. So you think you are like the
are you
head
talking
of the
about
world.
me, bitch?
No, bitch.
Oh, okay. Because you keep saying you and you.
Well, who am I talking to, bitch?
That's my narcissism picture.
He has trait number 3. False image projection. I was just talking to the motherfucker.
I'm like, bitch, I'm also under the influence of CBD too, bitch. So
CBD, my motherfucking
go ahead.
ass. CBD don't do that shit to you, bitch.
Go ahead.
So yeah, they have a false image projection. They think they're better than what they are. They'll be like, look how special I am. I'm worthy of everyone's love, admiration, acceptance. Accept me. I'm so good. I'm so good. I'm so good. Mm-hmm. So
I'm a bad bitch. Look at all these labels I got. Look at the kind of car I drive. Yes. I only date white doctors. I do this and that.
So all of that, knowing that in behind the scenes, you really don't have it like that.
I'm dropping hints, bitch, because I want you to know if you listen to this motherfucking episode.
Oh, bitch, everybody listens to this goddamn podcast. So
you are a motherfucking narcissist, bitch, and you need motherfucking help. And you better be lucky God blessed me with the gift of real estate so I can't knock the shit out your motherfucking ass when you ran up on me and Ember, bitch. You better be lucky I want to sell motherfucking houses. So, bitch, I told you, you picked the right motherfucking one. Continue. Damn. I got mad thinking about this bitch. While she was naming all these motherfucking traits, I was like, this bitch is a motherfucking narcissist.
Okay, I got another one.
Go ahead.
Rule breaking and boundary violation. 0 boundaries, like coming into your job.
Right, bitch. Bitch, oh my God.
Baby.
7 times came to my motherfucking job.
For sure. An example of this is a narcissist trespass, including cutting in line, under tipping, a personal space intrusion, coming into your personal space.
And swagging me with that fucking cheap ass motherfucking stank ass wig, bitch.
Borrowing items and not returning them. Ooh, I hate when motherfuckers do that shit. So that's another one. Number 5 is emotional invalidation and coercion. So they're just, let me see what this means exactly. Because emotional invalidation and coercion. Oh, so they like arousing negative emotions in others. Mm-hmm. So they say certain things to get you riled up, to get you upset. It's like, oh, and then once you get upset, they're like, well, that's your fault for getting mad.
Exactly.
I mean, why are you so sensitive? You shouldn't be so sensitive.
You shouldn't be so sensitive. Oh, no, you know me. No, why would you take it that far? Bitch, what?
I'm about to take it that far as his hands. And then manipulation, the use or control of others as an extension of oneself. So they use others to make themselves feel better, look better, act better, put themselves in a platform. It's like, I'm standing next to this person, so you know I'm that good.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So
right.
if you have any of those 6 traits, I am so sorry. Everyone around you is miserable and you don't know it yet.
Yes.
They fucking hate your guts, but you don't really care because you're a narcissist. So it's like too
It's
fucking
like-
bad for them. I'll meet some more people next week.
Is that? Oh my God. We should name this motherfucking episode this bitch's name. I swear to God. Oh my God. But seriously, I've never met anyone like that before. And I think this is why narcissism really wasn't in our vocabulary, anything in our wheelhouse. Was like,
Yeah.
I never met one. But bitch, when you meet one, you will know, bitch. It will be no question, okay? Because these traits will tell you that bitch is motherfucking crazy. Like I said, there's nothing you can do. Don't try to help them. You can't be their savior. You can't show them the way. The motherfucker don't see the way. It's no way. It's just them. That's it.
Yeah, that's
so
definitely it.
Don't save yourself some
So
time.
you actually worked with this person in some type of...
Yes.
So how do you, like, real quick, because we need to go to the next thing, is how do you deal with a person that's a narcissist around you?
At work, like, you can't get away from them and everything like that.
Let's say someone, work or family member.
Okay. So to be honest with you, you have to set boundaries with them. All right. You have to set boundaries for yourself. That's the main way, because there's nothing else you can do to work on them or anything like that. Set boundaries about how much time you're going to be around them, how much time you're going to communicate. If you have to communicate with them because it's work or it's a family member, only communicate them for that specific thing and then go. Try to make it a phone conversation. Try not to be out to dinner where you can't really leave, because they will start some shit, okay, and cause a fire so it can be about them, just so they can just relish in it. You don't need that type of negativity in your life. So really, boundaries.
There's a big difference for me. I'm a debater, not a narcissist. So I will rouse some shit out so we can argue. But then I'll be like, oh my God, okay, we're better now. Like I just like to debate and stir shit up, but only for a little bit, and then we gotta be happy again.
Child, that shit drains me.
I think definitely boundaries. It's really important, and I think with a coworker, you can do something about after a while. Maybe like you can decide like, oh well, I'll move to a different department, or I can set some space between that, or I'll make my schedule be a little bit different. I don't know how close you will work with a narcissist, but with a family member, for sure, boundaries, because you can't really get away from family members, but it comes to a point where I can say you can't cut ties.
Yeah, you can cut ties.
Like family, it's family and will always be family, but at the end of the day, when it brings you down and it's the negative into your life and you can't do anything about it because they won't see it. There's nothing you can do, say, act that will make them change their mind. If it's that negative, you have to move away and just get the fuck away from them, because it's only going to bring you down. And then maybe with some time, my therapist did tell me this. She said you can come back with certain boundaries and certain things that are set.
Yes.
So it's that you can come this close to them and say, maybe you can see them once a week, or I'll see you once a week for an hour, and then remove yourself again. And it's like, you can't be around my child for this long, or you cannot intrude into my family, or you can't talk about my money, and set those boundaries and stick to them.
Yeah.
The moment you give some leeway to them, woo, these people are going to take it right over.
Yeah.
They're going to make it seem like it's your fault.
They definitely will. Definitely will.
It's awful. So another thing we talked about, we did it on the live, but not on here. It's narcissism. Are they insecure or do they hate themselves?
So narcissism is basically like this whole armor and shit over a broken or an insecure person, but it's kind of hard for that person to really get that deep to understand and realize that they are broken or they are insecure. And again, a narcissist person won't seek therapy because
hell no, there's nothing wrong with them.
There's nothing wrong with them. Okay, so. Yes, they really are a broken person. And trust me, the girl we're talking about
is extremely insecure.
Extremely insecure.
I now, again, I only saw her or met with her one time, and it was very sad to see someone who's so broken.
Yeah.
Who immediately, I'm very good at reading people. I don't know if you've noticed this, and I'm very in touch with people's energy, and I like to hear what they say. I don't usually show my personality right away, which is why most people might tell me either on social media or when I first start a job, I thought you were a bitch, or you got an attitude, or you think you were better than yourself. And I always ask why, and that because you walked in and didn't say anything, or you weren't talking too much, you were just looking, you were serious. Right. And I do that because I want to feel the energy. There's some people that I can joke with you one way, and I call you a bitch and I'm an asshole to you, but I know, like with Dex, I can't do too much of that because she's a little bit more sensitive than you are. You know what I'm saying? Like I know my friends and I know who to say certain things to. So what'd I do?
No, get you back on track because you was on. We helping each other out.
Yeah, you got to reel me back in. Now I forgot what the fuck. Oh, so insecurities. I felt really bad with her, and I feel like they're extremely insecure. They're broken to the point that they have masked that with they're feeling better of themselves.
Yeah. And having
They're
to
very
be
empty
grand,
people.
buy labels, buy labels every fucking girl, and we'll put it on social media, let you know that she buying this motherfucking label, bitch. Just this whole grand personality. This bitch is the grand dom, okay? Not in her in particular, but usually that's what they would
it's
do.
all of them.
It's all of them. Cars, fancy cars. They have to make it feel like they are the king of the world, and you
And
have
that's
to
an
worship
insecurity.
them.
There's some people that are not narcissists, but you'll see people that are very insecure that will do something about the insecurity to put it above them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like if they're really broken, they don't want anybody to know, they go and purchase all these things to make it seem like that might not be a narcissist person, but it's an insecure person with what they got.
So
one of the things that I wanted to do is real quick go through narcissists in movie and TV roles.
okay, cool. I want to go there. One point before we move on, if y'all know a narcissist, and seriously, if they are a narcissist, warn people, okay? Honestly, you and I were talking.
Smoke signal. Like,
yeah,
bitch,
you really
watch
do
out.
have to let them know to watch out, because narcissist people will make new relationships weekly because their relationships just don't stay. So you will see them with other people, and these people have no idea what the fuck they're about to get into. Carla asked me a question one day. She saw our friend hanging with another friend, and she was like, should we tell her? And I'm like, bitch, I wish somebody would have told me.
I didn't tell her though.
You didn't tell her?
I haven't seen her since.
Because she probably figured it out, bitch. But we could have saved her a week of fucking drama.
Well, no, I haven't seen them on social media together either, but I haven't seen her. I've been meaning, I didn't want to send a text because
you want to mind your business and everything like that.
Yeah, but I do want to be like, just be careful and keep it moving. Not
Yeah.
a whole text so somebody can screenshot it and shit. So I don't know the extent of the.
But if you truly do know, just give a heads up. Like, hey, be careful. Just be careful.
Only if you truly know they're a narcissist. Don't come out here just because you're mad at the motherfucker because they did something better than you, or they treated you wrong, or they did you. Some people are just shitty people and they do you wrong. That doesn't make them a narcissist. You know what I'm saying? But don't go just talking shit about people. But if you really know, send that smoke signal.
And leave it alone. Leave it alone.
After that, and they choose if they want to be part of it, you know? So in movie and TV roles, I got 3 quick ones. And actually, as I was doing the research on it, I didn't find not one person of color in a movie or TV role that was a narcissist.
Because they don't see people of color as a grand role. That's why that is the problem. Usually people that are narcissists in TV roles, they're grand as fuck. They're rich as fuck.
Yeah,
they're powerful as shit. And I'm
gonna do more research on that one because
that's a good point.
Yes,
bitch.
and if anyone that's listening to this has seen a person of color portrayed as a narcissist in a movie or a TV show, let me know because I didn't find one. The first one, which is literally one of my favorite movies, The Devil Wears Prada.
I fucking love that. You know, my gay soul loves that.
It.
Yes.
Miranda Priestley. She was played by Meryl Streep. She's like arrogant, haughty, sophisticated, and she was just a relentless editor of the New York fashion magazine. And she didn't give a fuck how she felt. She told you what to do. She made you feel like shit. She told you were ugly. She was grandiose. It was like, how dare you not want to be my assistant? Right. How dare you walk in here and not like kiss my feet because I am that
You
bitch.
should be grateful that you're working at this fucking magazine. You know how many girls will want to work here?
And she was like that with her kids. She was like that with her husband. She was like that with her employees. And she, at the end of the day, was alone. Always on. Oh, that movie was so good.
You know that movie is what I've heard. It's based off of Anna Wintour. Anna Wintour is the editor-in-chief of what magazine?
Vogue, maybe.
I think it is Vogue magazine. Yeah, yeah. So that's basically what she was supposed to be portraying. But she is a true narcissist. When you first came to me, you told me that she was narcissistic. I was like, really? Because I fucking love Miranda Priestley.
I love her, but we love her because she's that bad bitch and we're not around her.
You're not around her.
Us.
Exactly. So it's cool to look at these bitches on TV and all this other stuff. Yeah, most narcissists are very fucking successful and famous, by the way. Because that grand personality and shit like that. Yeah.
Because the person you're talking about could be very successful. And she could make anybody want something. Because when I met her, she's so nice and so hospitable. And it's like,
oh, that bitch, yeah.
They can pretend,
They can. So.
Bitch. I got a family member.
Yeah, so I was like, I can't see. But when I started to think about it, because at first, at the end of The Devil Wears Prada, I was like, oh, wasn't she being nice to Emily? And I was like, no, bitch. She told her, like, bitch, everybody wants this. And then when Emily got her motherfucking ass out that motherfucking Mercedes-Benz, bitch, and walked her
away
ass and threw that motherfucking sidekick bitch in that motherfucking fountain and told that bitch to kiss her ass.
Kiss my
that was Emily gaining her power back. That bitch is not named Emily. What was that bitch's name in the movie? But I know her name. But
she look like an Emily bitch.
Because, of course, was not calling her motherfucking Emily. Which
she didn't even call her.
She called her by her name. Which, by the way, the bitch we're talking about never called people by her name. She used to call people Shaquana. She did. Did she call you Shaquana or Shaquita or some shit like that?
No, the bitch did not call me that shit.
She called people that all the time.
Fuck out of here.
Bitch,
I wish she would have called me that shit. Now she really would have sent the bitch and me. We would have sat there and like fought out who was the fucking bitch.
You just look and sound just like my mama when you did that. I tell you, you remind me of her so much with this fucking attitude. Let's go to the second one.
Okay, the second one is another one of my favorite movies growing up, Mean Girls. So Regina George, she was like the queen of the Mean Girls. She didn't give a fuck, again, how she made the rest of the girls feel. We'll tell them, you're not wearing pink, you're fat, you're ugly today, you can't be with us, you can't sit with us.
Didn't she change the girl name too when she first came to the school?
She changed her name, changed her outfit, changed everything. And it was just like, bitch. But I mean, at the end of the day, Regina was like that fucking bitch.
See, and that's the jar. See, narcissistic people can be charming as well, and you can be allured by that shit too, and draw into it like
first
a Venus
they draw you
flytrap.
in.
Yes,
Ooh,
they do.
They draw you in.
They do woo you and everything like that,
Right.
and then they start making it about them. But go ahead.
Another thing that she did that's very common in narcissistic people is make them every day tell her how beautiful she is. You have to tell me I'm beautiful.
Yeah.
I look good. Am I the best? Like, was it Cinderella or Snow White? It was like mirror on the wall. Who's the most beautiful of them all? It's like, tell me I'm beautiful. And it's like, I just bought something new. Do you like it? Isn't it nice? Isn't it the best? Oh,
Preach,
okay.
bitch. This bitch used to call me every morning, bitch. And hello, did I wake up with you? Good morning. Can you? How do I look?
I got a text message like that.
She texts everybody.
Like, well, good morning. Like, a bitch.
Yeah,
you can text
her
good morning.
Right. And then you say, "How do I look today?" So you're just not going to compliment me,
right?
Girl, if you don't get the fuck out my face. Okay, but go ahead.
Yeah, I remember that. And then the last one that I wanted to bring up is Dr. Gregory House from the show House.
Yeah.
He has.
Now you're gonna have to explain this one.
So he's antisocial. He's arrogant, and he talked down to his patients, to his coworkers, and he didn't have any empathy, although he was a doctor. So he had no sense of. So you have cancer. You're dying. You have 2 weeks to left. Okay, bye. But you know what your treatment is, and walk out, and it's like, bitch, you just told me I'm dying with no problem.
Yeah.
Or he'll be like, no, you actually did that surgery wrong. You killed the patient. Yeah, do better next time. Walk out like, what? The fuck?
Yeah. I can see it now. Yeah.
No,
I used to love that show.
So he was also antisocial.
Yeah.
So he didn't know how to deal with people in a way, but he had no empathy for them. And then sometimes I wonder, you watch The Good Doctor?
I do. I like every couple episodes. That's a real good. I just caught up
in the last episode. When I tell you I was buku motherfucking crying. So if y'all watch The Good Doctor, this was this past week's episode, so sorry. Oh, well,
it's on Hulu.
Yeah, so if you guys haven't seen it, sorry to spoil it. If you have, then cool.
Don't spoil it then, because I haven't seen the last episode.
Oh, sorry.
Don't talk about it, bitch. You can't spoil.
You know they switched them. They have a new. Yes, I am. They switched them from a surgeon to a pathology. Oh, you didn't know that?
No, bitch. I did not.
And he doesn't want him. He's like, I am a surgeon. But he's like, no, you can't be a surgeon. So he's crying because he doesn't have that in him to like express. Oh, it was so sad. But he is autistic.
Yeah, he is.
So
autistic,
it's like we can't also say, oh, an autistic person is narcissist or doesn't have empathy. No, because narcissist people don't have emotions.
Yeah,
but they're not. I mean,
you
autistic.
Can't compare autistic.
But no,
yeah.
Because I was thinking about House.
Yeah,
is he autistic or something? But no, he was just a fucking jackass. He was an asshole who knew he was the best and just didn't care about anybody else.
I wonder, are autistic kids sometimes misdiagnosed as narcissistic, and sometimes narcissistic kids are misdiagnosed as
I don't think so, because with autism it's very different. They're very they have different. There's way different traits.
Yeah.
Autism is completely.
It's
different.
funny that we're talking about what we're talking about when it comes to narcissism and autism, because.
You think you're autistic?
No, the connection of this whole thing with this whole.
Oh shit, bitch!
Yes.
Oh my gosh! See, look at God putting everything into perspective, letting us know this is God letting us know. Y'all right. Y'all bitches smart.
Y'all on to something, bitch.
Y'all on to something.
Warren Orlando,
They're
bitch.
telling us we are smart. Anyways, now that we get into narcissistic, if you're dealing with someone, the one thing I want you guys to take away from here is put a smoke signal out there. If you're a friend with someone that just met someone who's a narcissist, let them know, hey, I think they are a narcissist.
Yeah.
Just like tread lightly around that person.
Boundaries.
They're gonna
boundaries,
drain
boundaries.
the fuck out your life, and you're gonna be miserable.
Yes. Don't take vacations with this bitch either. Don't take vacations anywhere. Bitch, don't be in close corner. I'm letting y'all know, bitch. I'm warning all y'all motherfuckers. If y'all follow me, y'all know exactly who the fuck I'm talking about. You saw this bitch on my motherfucking profile, and then you didn't see this bitch no more in November. You do your research, bitch.
Someone said Monique and Precious, the mom.
I think she was broken.
I think she was just a broken,
woman.
low down, just...
Yeah.
Because I don't think she thought she was any better. She was
She
sitting
didn't
there
think
just
she was better.
smoking. She ain't going nowhere.
She knows she wasn't worth anything. No, it was.
Yeah,
she was just a broken
bitch.
black
She was
woman.
a bitch.
That's what she was.
Yeah.
The system broke her.
Right. So let's go into unsolicited advice. Now, I did let you know, and you have to pay attention to me when I read this letter. Okay.
Yeah,
You can hear me in your headphones.
Yeah, turn it up a little bit more. Listen, me and Carla, we did a video with Wax, and somebody commented on the fucking video. It was like, do you and Carla, do you have ADHD and he has ADD? Because bitch, me and Carla will go on tangents in a minute, bitch, and we'll talk about a subject.
Hold on, because it's better be important.
There's people being pulled out on stretchers across the street, right there.
What you want me to do?
I don't know. I just thought I should tell you.
The police out there?
There's fire trucks and there's a stretcher.
So, girl, tell me what you want me to do. Go out there and help the police?
No, I thought I should tell you.
For what?
Someone could be.
This is what happened at the engine room, bitch. This wouldn't happen in the engine room.
This would not happen in the engine room. This would not happen if we were in the studio.
No, it wasn't.
Baby girl, baby. I can't help them dead people now. I can't. All right, bye.
Why you sound like an old Southern woman from Louisiana? Like, where the fuck your accent come from? Like, it just
Yeah.
it's all over the place.
Okay. Let me tell you something, Nena. I can't do nothing about them people out there dying, okay? Okay. All right. Unsolicited advice. You can hear me now? I changed the monitor mix. It should be louder.
I can hear you.
All right, cool. So, it's long and it's good. It's a movie, bitch.
Okay, you turned this all the way up, bitch, so it better be good. I'm ready, girl.
All right. I think my best friend has lost her mind. And actually, I bring this up because it's definitely a mental disorder. Mm-hmm. She is the type of woman who sleeps with men to feel better about herself. Sex equals love to her. She also tries to get pregnant by every man she sleeps with, but it never happens. I don't understand why she acts that way. And when she's always lived in a 2-parent household and has never been sexually abused.
Well, they don't have nothing to do with that.
That part pissed me off. We'll get back to that. So anyway, she told me she was sleeping with some guy and wanted a relationship, but that didn't happen. Hold on, let me put the brightness up. And wanted a relationship, but he didn't because he lives with the mother of his child and is supposed to be with her. So around August of last year, my friend told me she might be pregnant from the guy. The only symptom she had was a missed period. She bought 2 pregnancy tests from the dollar store. Mm-hmm.
You so fatty.
She told me the first one was positive and the other one was negative. She got all excited and started telling everyone she was pregnant for sure. About 2 weeks later, she went to the ER complaining of abdominal pain. She told me they gave her a pregnancy test that came out negative, and they told her to make an appointment with a gynecologist. I've been begging her to go to a health unit or a doctor, but she refuses and continues to insist that she's pregnant. The hospital doesn't know what they're talking about and that they never gave her a pregnancy test. I asked her if they made her pee in a cup. She said yes. She said she thought they gave her a test, but she remembered the results said not given. I asked if she still had her discharge papers, but she said she threw them away. I looked at her like, bitch, please. Right. Later, found out that her quote-unquote baby daddy has another baby on the way with his actual child's mother. Sure. This is when everything started to make sense. My friend eventually told me when the guy found out he had a baby on the way, he stopped sleeping with her and stopped talking to her. I figured she would eventually stop the foolishness and get over the fake pregnancy, but no, things have only gotten worse. She has gained a lot of weight, mainly because she doesn't do anything these days but sit around in the house and crave crazy foods, as she says. But her gut is getting no bigger than it was before she said she was pregnant. Mm. She claims to be about 7 months pregnant, by the way. The other day, I went to her house, and now she's trying to force her stomach to stick out more. She says she can't stand up or walk long. She can't stand up or walk long because her back and bottom of her stomach hurts. She's even walking around with a fake waddle, holding her back and rubbing her belly.
If you don't get your ass...
She says she feels something pulling on her belly button, y'all. I'd never been pregnant.
But look, bitch, alien, bitch, you were pregnant by the motherfucking predator or some shit, bitch. What the fuck?
I've never been pregnant before, so I don't know if that's what it feels like, but it just sounds crazy to me. I think she believes the umbilical cord is connected to her belly
She ain't
button.
never been pregnant either. That's why.
Word. Her mom gave birth to 4 kids, yet she sits there and condones this crazy ass foolishness. They keep talking about what's going to happen in the living room, and she keeps harassing the guy, threatening him with child support and asking him what they should name the baby. He stays in touch with her to make sure she's okay, but whenever he takes a few days off from talking to her, she calls him crying, blaming pregnancy hormones. She's my best friend, and I love her, but I think she needs help and might have a nervous breakdown in 2 months when no baby comes. I think her crazy ass might even run to the hospital saying she's in labor. I feel really bad for the guy involved. I know he's a cheating asshole, but I don't think he deserves to deal with this. Any thoughts or advice from you guys would be really appreciated.
So,
first of all, Lifetime, where you at?
yeah, I've heard of this disorder sometimes when women, and I'm not a therapist and you're not either, bitch. So stop calling that damn girl crazy. That is the one thing you can do is call a crazy person crazy. Don't call them crazy.
Oh, that bitch crazy. Fuck out of here. This bitch is crazy as fuck.
I mean, but sometimes this really is a mental disorder and stuff like that people have where, and honestly, it can be anything. This bitch might be trying to wait until she get pregnant by another motherfucker so she can go ahead and trap this man.
There's one thing before we go into this part. I want you, first of all, the person that wrote this and everyone out there, stop perpetuating and putting two things together, saying and the stereotype that being raised in a 2-parent household means that you're emotionally unstable or stable. Like you had both parents, you're emotionally. No, you're not.
Shit.
And being sexually abused doesn't either mean that you're going to be fucked up. Oprah was sexually abused. Yeah. And look where the fuck she is now.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? The woman that did the Me Too movement, fuck, why can't I think of her name?
You goddamn.
I know. I'm looking at her face right now as we speak.
She's a black woman.
Yes, I know exactly who she is. I can't think of her name. She was sexually abused. You know, all these things happen. So again, having a 2-parent household and being sexually not having a 2-parent household or being sexually abused does not mean you're going to be fucked up later on. Will you have issues? Yes, just like we all do. You can come from a 2-parent household and still be like this. So that's the first thing I would say.
Tarana Burke is the.
I believe so.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
So I actually found there is a condition. So I used to love Lifetime. Did you like watching Lifetime back in the day?
No. I mean, I listen. I watched. My uncle girlfriends used to watch Lifetime all the time, and my gay ass would sit there because I like talking to them. But it came with Lifetime, so I would catch some Lifetime movies, and it would be cool. Like Losing Isaiah was a cool little movie and stuff like that. But it's too for women. So
somebody said Munchausen syndrome, and that's actually not what Munchausen syndrome is. That's when you actually make your child sick. What she has is pseudocyesis. I believe it's spelled weird. So it's a condition where
Carla's not a therapist, neither am I. So we're not diagnosed this girl, but Carla just looked this up via Google. So by the powers vested in Google,
I got
she's
a
gonna go ahead and
PhD through
diagnose
Google
them.
now.
Right.
I am a Google
a public
doctor.
high school diploma. That's what she.
No. So I think she has pseudocyesis, and they really do believe that they have all the signs and symptoms of pregnancy, and they actually do get them.
You do show it, but she's not even showing the symptoms of pregnancy because your body thinks that you're pregnant and it produces the hormones and all this other stuff. It would even give a false. She false
probably. I'm not sure if it actually gives the P test. I don't think it gives the P test.
From an episode of House. Oh, Grey's Anatomy. Powers invested in me by Grey's Anatomy School of Medicine. It does, but go ahead.
So physically, the person that has this condition, they feel the fetus.
Yeah.
They have all the hormonal feelings that a woman gets, and they really do think so. But my fear with this is that the friend is, at the end of the day, you're kind of condoning this shit too, because you're not doing anything about it.
You're not doing anything.
Like in these Lifetime movies, I've seen at least 2 where they befriend other pregnant women, and then they like go and rip the baby out of them, or they steal a baby.
Yeah, Losing Isaiah, wasn't it? That was Losing Isaiah, bitch. I'm so fucking
Losing
good.
Isaiah with Halle Berry? Losing Isaiah's with Halle Berry.
But didn't somebody try to... No, the Hands That Rock to the Cradle, bitch. That's the movie. That's the Lifetime movie I'm thinking about. Losing Isaiah also...
on BET, bitch.
No, so The Hands That Rock the Cradle. About that girl coming in and stealing that damn baby and everything. Like,
yes.
Putting that breast... Like,
them.
breastfeeding her... Yeah.
I've seen the movies, and it's not just the movies. We've seen it in the news.
Yeah.
So I think honestly, she has a serious problem, and she's trying to get this man, and she's mentally unstable. Her hormones are probably really fucked up, and her levels are. You need to let this guy know.
Right.
And let the baby mama know, because you know what? There is a baby on the way. And there's a woman she's actually jealous of at the moment. What if she goes on a mental tangent and tries to kill this woman?
But that's too much. That's putting too much responsibility on the friend. And the friend could only suggest that she goes to therapy and everything like that.
No,
Like, hey, I
because
think you
she's
got a problem.
pregnant. She believes she's
So
pregnant.
what the fuck is the friend supposed to do? Call the police, bitch?
No, but let this man know.
Okay.
She's not really pregnant.
You let the man know that he's not
Yes.
really pregnant. That's it. That's her job.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
Warn him.
Yeah.
Because he does have a pregnant woman at home that actually does have a baby. What if this hoe go in there and try to kill this woman, take the baby from her?
I'm pretty sure the dude was like, "Look, bitch, if you don't come, I need to go with you to the she went to the hospital, and the hospital told her like she's not pregnant and everything like that. They don't know that.
No, she's saying no. Actually, they didn't give me the test. No, and then won't show the paperwork. Won't go back to a doctor. How you 7 months pregnant? Never don't have a sonogram, bitch.
Yeah. Listen, by the 10th month, if this bitch didn't come with a motherfucking baby girl, get the fuck out my motherfucking face. I will get a restraining order on this bitch, okay?
It's gonna be a year later. I'm still pregnant.
Bitch, no, bitch.
No, it's gonna happen when you're supposed to give birth, and she's gonna fucking lose it.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
gonna be 8.5 months or 38 weeks, which is 9 months or whatever. Because you actually are pregnant for 10 months.
That's why y'all have to be careful, like having sex with these crazy ass girls and stuff like these crazy ass people.
Right.
In general. I'm sorry, I know better, not girls. So crazy ass people, because they will fuck your life up. Right. This is why you have to vet people and everything like that, even for one night stands, child. Because all this drama, not a bitch. I'm so happy I'm gay. Ain't got to worry about nobody coming home.
Oh no, fuck being gay. Because I feel like you gays and lesbians deal with just as much shit.
I know, but I ain't got to worry about no baby, bitch. Nobody getting pregnant. That was my point.
The
I ain't got to worry about none of that shit.
You got other things to worry about. Because y'all motherfucker petty as fuck.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine being a lesbian, bro. Like, two bitches going at it?
It's an emotional
Another bitch
thing.
like me. Yes, because we're emotional as fuck.
It's emotional.
So two emotional bitches together? I don't know how y'all do it. Y'all strong.
But it's like... On the flip end, though, you also have someone that understands you because they're the same sex as you. Like that whole thing, men are from Mars, women are from Venus. Bitches really are. Y'all are totally opposites. And you motherfuckers don't get each other at all. So it's this constant like fucking bumping going. And it's just, you spend your whole entire relationship trying to understand each other.
Who? Oh,
heterosexuals.
Yes and no. I think that's kind of the cool thing about it, that if you want to, and if you're doing it the right way, you're learning about that other person all your life.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like the person is not just like me.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm not dealing with someone who has my same emotions, my same train of thought, my same.
But everybody have different emotions. Like you have some.
Yeah,
it's just because we're the same don't mean we.
You're more similar to each other.
Not necessarily. You have feminine, masculine guys. Same thing with women. You have stud, you have femme. You have some that studs that are aggressive, some are passive. You have some feminine girls that are aggressive, and some. It's the same. It can be a mixture of things. It can be the same thing, to be honest with you. I was just poking fun, saying that you guys different, but it's the same thing with us being gay. It's different personalities.
No, it is. I think it's honestly outside of homosexuals having the same body parts, I think we all have the same fucking issues.
Yeah.
Like the same fucking issues and relationships. Like communication sucks.
Baby daddy drama.
Fucking motherfuckers cheating. It's like, they gonna cheat.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna happen regardless. But anyway, yeah, hun, I think you should definitely tell the boyfriend.
Yeah.
Let him know, send him a letter or something.
And reach out to that girl mama or something like that, child. Try to get the family involved.
The same bullshit. The mama, they're condoning it. That's what she said. She said the mama's had 4 kids. She should know better.
She be like, bitch, I got my 5th grandchild on the way, honey. We still waiting. 5 years later. Like, she coming. Yeah, bitch. Bitch, she's gonna be an elephant, bitch, when she can deliver. This is God that's gonna come through here. That's why it's taking so long to develop.
Word. So, anyways, you ready to go into the
shit talk?
Shit talk. I didn't tell you what it was gonna be, but just real quick, because we are gonna be on time and it's gonna come out on Tuesday or whatever. I want to talk about your friend, Jussie Smollett. All charges being dropped. And the only reason why I want to bring this up is because I told you I don't want to talk about it no more. I'm like, whatever happens, it happens. But I'm only talking shit about it because we did have the disagreement right from the get-go. I was like, I didn't post anything about like standing with Jussie or whatever because I wasn't sure about anything. And I said always, we should wait until the facts all come out and everything happen and everything of that sort. And although at first I wanted it to be true. It's like, I can't say I wanted it to be true because it's like, it's a terrible crime and it's a terrible thing he went through.
Who's to say it's not true now? You still don't know.
We don't know that it isn't true either.
Yeah,
we don't know
nothing.
either.
So,
we don't know.
Okay.
So I wanted it to be true. I wanted it to be
It
true.
needed to be true.
Did it need to be true? No.
Because if it's not true, then the repercussions and either way, it's a fucked up situation. But this your shit talk. Go ahead, girl.
I don't think he needed to go to jail for whatever if everything they said that he did was true. I don't think he needed 16 felony charges.
Now, what are we talking about true? I'm talking about him getting his ass whooped. What are you talking about? Him going to jail?
No, so both. I wanted for him what he said happened to be true.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't fathom the fact of him just lying for whatever reason. But we are all humans. We lie about certain things. Do I think all of it that still to this day, everything he said was true? No. Do I think there might be some truth to it? Yeah. I just don't know how much of it. But at the end of the day, I'm glad that he's not going to jail because he didn't deserve 16 felony charges. Even if what the cop said that he did, he did. Even if the entire thing was a lie and a concoction, 16 felony charges, bro.
Right.
Motherfuckers sit here and shoot up a whole motherfucking place and they still like, come on. That's just dumb.
And Jesse has money to fight that fucking case.
A lot of fucking money.
So just imagine there was some Joe Smo off the motherfucking street and everything like that. This is what classism really come playing to play, you guys. But yeah, it's unfortunate. That story, let me tell you something about that story, how important this is and why it's becoming such a big issue. And I think the reason why we need to talk about it a second time, especially after these new results come out. That Jesse story.
Can you give me a memory card?
You want me to pause, bitch, in the middle of my story?
Yeah. Sorry. Can you give me a memory card? I'm sorry. Because
It went off. Oh, the thing went down.
Yeah. So I figured.
You still on live?
Yeah, I'm alive.
Bitch, you just did the whole episode. I thought you said you were going to stop doing that.
Oh yeah, let me turn it off. Bye, y'all.
You just gave these bitches a free episode.
There was only like 30 people on there.
Oh, that was good. It's getting up there, bitch.
But this has Jenna's stuff, but it's already in my laptop, so we can.
How much time does it have?
This is the 16 gig one, so I think it has like 30 minutes left. You just have to clear it.
I don't know where it stopped.
It stopped? Or it ran out of memory? Clear it out. Or delete what you can. You're at 27%.
Okay, I'm not sure when the shit actually went off, so
It's fine.
we're back. Do you remember what you were saying? I'm sorry.
Yeah. So, I was saying, and the reason why this is so important, why we need to talk about this, and why it's such a big deal, is because Jesse's story needed to be true, and it needed to be true not for Jesse, for people like me, people that really do grow up and really like hate crimes happen to gay people all the fucking time, right? And now, what my community. And I'm speaking about me because I think all of my community, some of us, the ones with some motherfucking sense and don't make motherfucking fun out of everything. These memes and shit like this, I told you bitches before, you motherfuckers need to have a little bit more pride in your fucking selves and stop being a motherfucking monkey, because what these white people are motherfucking doing and what the government is doing is seeing this shit. And what they fucking asses do is continue. They feel like they have the right to motherfucking charge a fucking black man with fucking 16 motherfucking indictments because you motherfuckers won't do shit and come to his motherfucking defense. It's a damn shame that this man had to go since fucking January with no support of any fucking community, really sitting here making fun of him, only to come out and show that his motherfucking ass they dropped the charges. So we don't know why.
First of all,
we don't know why.
I swear, I agree. For them to have dropped those charges, clearly there wasn't enough evidence. I think Chicago PD should not have put out their information that was false, because they did.
They did.
They definitely put out their false information. And that's
corrupted as fuck. I mean, everybody know how corrupt motherfucking Chicago PD is. Yeah. So what blew my motherfucking mind is, okay, we gonna take a stand for all heterosexual brothers and sisters when they going through some shit, right? But the first time that LGBT black person is in the fucking media or the news about some shit that happened to us, you niggas turn your motherfucking back so you motherfuckers will make jokes about it.
What sucks about it is that it sucks, because I told you, and we spoke about this before privately, these fucking hate crimes happen all the time.
Yes.
They're real. This is not something that is so far-fetched that couldn't have happened to him.
Right.
It definitely could have happened to him. I just really don't think it happened to what he's saying.
I totally agree.
Because he's
and that's
tainting
fine.
the pool of people that it's really happening to.
Yeah, that's fine. If you listen, we're not detectives. We don't know the fucking facts
we don't.
anything like that. So that's fine. That some shit is fishy as fuck. But when you start making fun and when when you start mocking this motherfucker, it continues to drive a deeper divide.
Mock, bro.
I'm sorry,
We're going to mock. It's the era of memes.
No, bitch, and that's the fucking problem. Like, and this is saying, like, this is why people need to stand up and say this shit ain't right. And this is why black people still can't come together as a whole. This is why the LGBTQ community of color still don't feel like they're accepted at home as well as in the fucking world because of shit like that. Honestly,
yes.
When Sandra Bland and everything like that, went through her situation, we didn't know what the fuck happened. We knew a motherfucking black woman died.
She was dead. So let him have died because of this. But now, if Jesse would have been dead, nobody would have said.
Thank God he wasn't dead.
No, thank God.
Thank God he was alive to really speak on, because even if he was dead,
so here's the thing: all the charges were dropped. He did forfeit his $10,000 bond. He did do community service. Yes.
That's fine, bitch. I mean, oh, come on.
So it was kind of
because it was costing him money. Like, he had to pay for that defense team.
No. So it was kind of like a plea deal. You've already done all this work, so we're just gonna drop it now.
It wasn't a plea deal.
It was kind of like a plea deal.
Listen, you don't know. We don't know why. They could have had enough. And Chicago PD probably didn't have enough evidence to really prove his point. And they probably didn't want to put the manpower and the resources and shit into it.
They dropped it in exchange for community service and for him to forfeit the $10,000.
But we still live in a community. We still live in a nation where you're innocent until proven guilty, and he has not been proven guilty. So that man still have his innocence with that.
He's very innocent.
Right. So the problem, the thing that we talked about, right? The thing that we talked about, it was like, okay, so what about the fucking hate crime itself? This whole thing has fucking overshadowed. I posted a picture and everything like that and showed my support and solidarity for motherfucking Jesse. Not because it was motherfucking Jesse Smollett, because it was a black gay man that with some shit that I can fucking relate. And I didn't think in 2019 that, bitch, I would have to go through some shit like that. But bitch, we do daily.
I didn't think that a black man in 2019 that's gay would make some shit up either.
And I also didn't think that in 2019 that you motherfucking black heterosexual people will continue on. And I wouldn't say that because it's just not you heterosexual people, it's gay people too. I didn't think that us as a community would handle this the way that we've handled this. I really thought it was just like...
We've handled it this way because he handled it the way that he did.
What way is that, Carla?
By walking with a bleach sub all the way to the motherfucking place. It's by keeping the noose around his neck for 30 plus minutes so people will see him with it.
Carla, we are talking. We are talking, and that's the thing. What we immediately did, we went ahead and tried to fucking put holes.
Subway?
I'm not going to debate whether or not this nigga did it or not. Okay,
we don't know. We don't
know, and I'm not going to debate it. Okay, it is. You're right. We don't know. So my upset.
We can debate whether it's believable, and it's not believable.
My upset to this.
His story isn't believable.
Both sides wasn't believable. Both sides was not believable. The shit that the Chicago PD was coming up and putting the evidence that shit didn't make sense. The whole fucking story don't make sense. Okay, right. And I told you, I was like, listen, it could have been something that motherfucking Jesse probably did. I don't know. I'm not gonna speculate on this no more. I'm not. I'm just telling you my frustration. I told you guys in the beginning, I said, black LGBT brothers and sisters, we still do not feel like our community whenever we go out in the world and we go through some shit and we tell like, hey, came home, I got beat up. Oh, okay. Well, it's okay. Dust yourself off. This is it'll be all right. It's very rare that a mom will go up to the school and be like, y'all beat up on my son because he's gay. Now, my mom probably would do some shit like that, but I actually came home and I whooped somebody's ass and it was me getting suspended from fucking school. So my mom had to come up to the school and be like, anybody else, we gonna knock y'all ass out together.
Right.
I thank God. But a lot of my friends and a lot of people I know don't have that, right? They don't have that safe space. And I don't think social media is making it a safe space for black LGBTQ people to come out and say like, hey, this is the shit we're going to. I've been telling y'all motherfuckers since I got on this motherfucking podcast that black trans women are still being motherfucking murdered daily. And this shit is covered up and is not being talked about.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
As a black gay man, do you think that if he wasn't gay, he was just
I think if he was a straight black man,
would he have gone to jail?
A thing about him going to jail or not, I don't know.
How do you think it would have been handled if it was
this is what I think. I think that all of us would have got up and put on our motherfucking hoodies and got off some motherfucking Subway, got us a motherfucking sub sandwich, bitch, and put a noose around our neck and motherfucking march up and down the motherfucking halls of motherfucking Chicago.
I don't think so.
Do.
I think he would have been
because what we're taught to protect our black motherfucking kings because they are going to go ahead and lead us out of this motherfucking darkness and all this other stuff. This is what what we're taught about the black male. We're taught to go ahead and celebrate his masculinity and his power. Like, don't let the white men come what they have done for centuries come and degrade and shit our black man. But that's not the same privilege you give to your black LGBTQ motherfucking brothers and sisters. We don't get that same privilege from our fucking community. And this is what I'm saying. I wholeheartedly believe if Jesse was motherfucking straight, you niggas would be out there marching. If you show them, you do it, bitch. You do it for Pookie and Ray Ray, bitch. With this motherfucker shooting up a fucking corner store. Bitch, you do it. You do it.
I don't know if I think him
free Pookie.
And this might be a little controversial, but I think him being gay during all this as well has helped him.
Oh, and that's
within that. I think it has.
You know what, friend? I'm laughing because I think a lot of heterosexual black people think that by.
And I don't think I'm the only one that thinks
that you're not. And you think because we're gay, when we get pulled over by the cops, we're treated a little different and everything like that. Hell, fuck no.
Oh, I don't know about that part.
Yeah, no, seriously. But you don't think, you think because he's gay, that's why it helped him out.
I think
no, it did not. No, it did not. Bitch, listen. Just like you motherfuckers are homophobic, the same motherfuckers that don't like black people also don't like motherfucking gay people either, nigga.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing. It goes hand in hand, bitch. So we're double. Like, I'm nervous as fuck when I get pulled over by a white cop. Okay, I'm nervous as fuck because I know. I mean, you might not be able to tell because here I am sitting like a 6'3", about 210 pounds, 215. It's shredding season right now, so I don't know where I'm at. But bitch, bitch, I swear to God, bitch, ain't no motherfucking 220. You can get a motherfucking scale right now, bitch, and I
don't own one because my fat ass does not need to be sitting on no goddamn
I know this
scale,
body
bitch.
is motherfucking snatched,
and
bitch.
I know this one ain't, so I don't need to have no goddamn scale in my house,
stomach
bitch.
may be just a little bit, bitch. I like gummy bears. That's the only reason this stomach hang just a little bit. But
what, bitch?
getting back to, I'm not eating it. Get the fuck out my face.
I have gummies.
But no, seriously though, no, bitch. But seriously, going back to the motherfucking point, gay people do not get a pass by white people for being gay. It does not think like white people don't automatically like, oh, you're gay, you're not one, you're not black. I'm black before I'm gay, bitch. You have to understand that. It goes hand in hand, but people see my blackness before they see my gayness. So I'm automatically treated the same way your fuck ass is being treated, and I'm done.
Drop the mic. No, don't drop the mic, bitch. I have to buy a new one.
Money. I ain't got no money. I ain't got no motherfucking money. Get these gummy bears out my motherfucking face.
No, bitch, try them.
No.
Real quick, just one. See, they're sour. And they're lifesaver, bitch.
Go
Come
ahead.
on.
I've had it before.
So we're really done with that. Now, this concludes the episode of Shit, I'm 30. Damn, I ate this gummy bear, bitch, and I can't talk.
You just told me you're not supposed to be eating on the mic when I asked you why you got a fucking craft station in here or nothing like that, bitch.
Because your ass never did craft station. Fuck you. Okay. I do want to remind you guys that it's really important, and I really appreciate every single one of you guys that listen to this episode and listen to the podcast and subscribe wherever it is that you listen to the episode. So it could be iTunes, SoundCloud, Spotify, where's a Stitcher, Spreaker,
wherever you listen to podcasts.
YouTube.
She gonna be on YouTube.
Oh yeah, we're gonna start the YouTube thing. I want to remind you that if you do want to start a podcast, we are in the podcast era as well.
Mm-hmm.
Jump on the bandwagon, not necessarily to do what I'm doing.
Don't start no bullshit podcast either. Go ahead, have something to say.
Here's
bitch.
what's gonna happen. I'm gonna help you because I do the consulting and I've been doing really well with them, and I absolutely love who I've been consulting with for these podcasts because you guys have first of all amazing ideas. Like the one that I did while I was in Miami. Oh my gosh, these sisters had a great idea, and they're very different, and it's something that I've heard of before or seen before. But if you have a business, you can actually bring forth attention to your business with a podcast, and you're an expert in what you do. Everyone is an expert at something. Mm-hmm. So your job is real estate. You have it real estate. There's some teachers, and you can talk about teachings, and there's different things. So if you do want to start a podcast, go ahead and go to shitim30.com and schedule a consultation with me. We will go over everything you need to do. How you do the social media, how you can monetize off of it, how you can pitch to different companies, how you can get the title, how you do the RSS feed, how you submit to iTunes, and from beginning to end, we can do a consultation on it. So you can schedule that with me. And then also the fact that I need you guys to this podcast to keep supporting me, and the support of it is to go on iTunes. If you have an iPad or have an iPhone, because some people don't have an iPhone, and there's a review that I'm going to read probably next week. She was really upset about the comparisons to Android and iPhone. You might have an Android.
Get this gummy shit out my face now.
Bitch.
I really am trying to be fine. I'm not playing with you. But bitch, that consultation, you make me want to start charging people for real estate consultations, teach them how to be a real estate, bitch. You gotta, look.
As you should. I mean, you can Google everything, but sometimes, honestly, it took me a lot of time and research to come up and make the mistakes that I made and fix them. So you can skip all these mistakes that I've already made and come back to the right thing. Like, you know how many microphones I went through?
Yeah.
How many programs I went through?
You save yourself so much time and stuff. You should get a coach in any type of business that you're doing. You need someone that's an expert or that can consult you on the way to do it. It saves you so much time and money. And you start building your business or your platform on a solid foundation instead of on a rocky one because you have someone there to help you and teach you.
Correct. And another way that I can sit here and it helps this podcast specifically is when you go on iTunes, which is one of the biggest platforms for podcasting, and you can leave a review and a rate. So if you don't have an iPhone, then you probably have an iPad, or you have an Apple computer. You go into the iTunes podcast and search Shit I'm 30, and you just go right on there and you hit subscribe. You rate it 5 stars and you leave me a review. There's thousands of you that listen to this every single week, and I mean thousands. So if you can just go ahead and leave a review, it helps me to keep going. It helps us with a sponsor so I can keep bringing you, and we can come here every single week and talk to each other and be able to bring you the best content possible that we can bring, and live shows can come out of this. So of course, again, if you can, please, it really helps you support the podcast by leaving a review. And this week's review I'm going to read out is Skittles713. Is today the 26th? Oh, 27th.
27th, I think.
Oh, so she actually just wrote this yesterday. I love reading them, so I'm going to shout you guys out. Skittles says, oh shit, I'm almost 30. She's 28. Fairly new listener here, but I love what I hear so far. I've been binge listening while at work. I love it. Keep it up, Carla. Skittles, thank you so much. When I was at work, I used to binge on podcasts. Like, that's all I did. You do it while you drive because you don't have an office. Yeah. But I would be at work 8-9 hours a day with podcasting in my ear or an Audible book.
Right.
So if you guys can go ahead and leave that for me, and then Mr. Tony, let them know how they can buy a house with you.
Yes. So, my Instagram is Tony_the_realtor. You can find me at BertramEstates.com. Bertram is spelled B as in boy, ERTRAM. Also, any other realtors that's listening from any other states or cities and stuff like that, and you have clients that are looking to move to Florida or Central Florida, I can definitely help out. We could talk about a referral fee. I pay referrals. So definitely refer me your clients. Or if you are looking to buy, sell, or invest here in the Central Florida or any area, just like I ask other realtors to refer me business, I can refer them business as well. So contact me and I will find you the best realtor in your area that can help you out.
What'd you say Orlando was what? Number and the best places to invest?
So it went down to number 2, but according to Forbes, it was the number 1 last year and number 2 this year. The best place to invest in, according to Forbes magazine. So Orlando is really, really high.
Forbes, Forbes, they know what they're talking about.
They do know what they're talking about, right? Everybody want to be on the Forbes list. So, and the way you can be on the Forbes list is by investing into real estate.
And the way to get us in the Forbes with podcasting is by go ahead and leaving that rate and review, okay?
Exactly. So yeah, you guys hit me up if you're looking. I drop my gems every week, okay? My gem videos. Check it out on my profile. And follow me, you guys. I'm interacting with you guys. I'm trying to get my following count up. So yeah, follow me.
Send your questions for advice. If you guys like the friend right here, they got a crazy ass friend. If you have a crazy friend or you're going through some things, you want to hear our opinion and give you our advice, our very non-expert advice, shitam30podcast@gmail.com. Go ahead and send that email and we might read yours next.
Yes, ma'am, pal.
Thank you so much for tuning in. See you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, bitch.
You eat these motherfucking gummy bears.
Bitch, they're so good.
And it's pissing me the fuck off.
You want one?
No.
Look, let's read.
No. I want to go to fucking Lucky's. I want a poke bowl.
It's late, bitch. Oh, it's 8:30. It's 7:09.
I can't go there, bitch. When I went there yesterday, them motherfuckers was looking at me. Now you know. I was like, bitch, y'all got 2 hours. Y'all close at 11 o'clock, bitch. Y'all better cut this motherfucking salmon and wrap this shit up for me, bitch. And give me some of that free seasoning that you got back there so I can put on my chicken later when I go grill that shit. The fuck wrong with y'all?
Oh, I have chicken. I was gonna make a salad.
I saw how it was being cooked too. It smells good.
There's no butter in it.
How much salt and seasoning did you put
I
on?
only use salt, pepper, onion powder, and garlic powder.
Oh, look at you. How much salt you use?
I didn't use that much salt.
Okay, I eat
I only did that because I wanted to make a honey.
Yeah, let's have a family, let's have a family dinner.
Oh, we can do a vlog while we eat and talk about the podcast because I wanted to do a vlog afterwards. Vlog?
See, I told you, this is narcissistic stage, bitch.
No, bitch, it's called money. I'm trying to make money. The fuck? Money.
Bitch, look at this old little light, old rich white
I
woman
told you
lighter.
stop using my goddamn lighter.
Bitch, I could. Mine's probably outside, but I was like, yeah, bitch, she got this old rich white woman lighter that she used to light the little cigarette that she.
It's
got
from the
on
dollar
thing.
store.
Bitch,
And stop taking it.
I ain't gonna.
You're gonna waste it.
I ain't gonna steal it.
I ain't gonna have no more oil in it.
Bitch, I'll buy you another lighter.
Then you gonna take it again.
I need to roll.
Bitch, you might buy me 10 of them.
I ain't get that pink one, bitch.
Where
you
is
got
the
that?
pink one?
You got you had last time I saw it was in that drawer. Don't blame me. You know how I feel when shit get missing around my nigga ass. Don't blame. That's exactly what y'all do. Y'all want to blame the black gay. Check his pockets, child. You know they steal. They boosters.